Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, the chief guest of today's program, has arrived at the venue. I request one and all to kindly rise as we welcome and acknowledge the presence and arrival of the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma Sir. I request one and all to please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Government of Meghalaya and the Central Reserve Police Force Meghalaya, it is my humble pleasure to welcome you all to this special event which has been organized for the flagging off of the cross-country bike expedition of the women CRPF personnel team aptly called Yashashvini, which in Sanskrit roughly translates as the one who is renowned or victorious. This special all-women expedition of the CRPF is in collaboration with the Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India, under the banner of the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign for spreading awareness on the value of the girl child and to celebrate women empowerment. It may be stated that the bike expedition is part of the runoff to the celebration of the Rashtriya Ekta Divas, or the National Unity Day, to mark the birth anniversary of the late Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Before the commencement of the program, we may be allowed to place on record our sincere gratitude to the chief guest of today's program, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma Sir, and to the guest of honor, the Honorable Minister in charge of Social Welfare Department, Polo Sir, for sparing their valuable time to be part of today's program as we celebrate the core identity of Nari Shakti, or women empowerment, as part of the overarching Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign of the Government of India. Women-led development is central dimension of India's progress and a necessity for strengthening our country to ensure that we reach greater heights. At this moment, I now humbly invite the Inspector General, Central Reserve Police Force, Northeast Sector, Shri Anurag Agarwal Sir, IPS, to kindly felicitate and honor our distinguished chief guest and our distinguished guest of honor for today's program. I request the audience to please give a round of applause at this moment. And now, the Inspector General is going to felicitate the Honorable Minister of Social Welfare, Polo Sir. Thank you, sir. At this point in time, I once again humbly invite the Inspector General, Central Reserve Police Force, Northeast Sector, Shri Anurag Agarwal Sir, IPS, to kindly address the gathering with his keynote speech and welcome address.
Respected Chief Guest, Shri Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Guest of Honor, Polo, Honorable Minister of Social Welfare of Meghalaya, all dignitaries, invitees, friends from media, one and all present here. On this historic occasion, I welcome you all on behalf of Director General CRPF to the flagging off ceremony of All Women Bike Expedition 2023 by CRPF Women Personnel Yashaswini. This flag off is being organized in the run-up to Rashtriya Ekta Divas, which is celebrated every year since 2014 on 31st October to commemorate the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is known as Iron Man of the country and the first Home Minister of the country, and who played a pivotal role in unifying this country by integrating around 562 princely states in our nation. To encourage national harmony and unity among the citizens of India, 3 teams of CRPF women personnel are starting a bike expedition, one from northernmost part of Srinagar, another from southernmost part of Kanyakumari, and the third one from the northeastern part of Shillong, which all of us are witnessing today. All these bike expeditions will be converging at Ekta Nagar on 27 to 28th of October and will be participating in the central function on 31st October, which will be attended by dignitaries from the central, most likely our Honorable Prime Minister and Union Home Minister. This expedition, which is going to be shortly flagged off by Honorable Chief Minister, will be covering more than 3,000 kilometers of distance and will be covering 7 states: Assam, Meghalaya, Assam, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. So they will be also carrying a message of peace and unity in the country. At this occasion, we also give our tribute to the Nari Shakti, who has been second to none as far as the progress of this nation is concerned. Both inside the nation as well as in the outside world, they have won laurels for this nation in so many times. It also goes in line with our tradition, where Nari Shakti is considered to be a divine power. As is written in our Shastras, Yatra Naryastu Pujyante Ramante Tatra Devta. That means wherever the women are respected, God is having his abode there. So this is the time to go to the basics, to follow our cultural values and go for women empowerment in such a way that the whole world take pride on the women of our country. CRPF is the largest central armed police force in the world, having 246 battalions across the country, and is dealing with the humongous task of maintaining internal security in the nation. This northeast sector was created in 1976, was the first sector in the northeast. Now this sector is basically looking after this state of Meghalaya and 21 districts of Assam. CRPF has a glorious past of successfully repulsing even the external aggressions in the previous wars which we have fought, both on the western frontier as well as on the eastern frontier, and have made sacrifices which are remembered even today. Hot Spring is the place where bravehearts of CRPF made their sacrifice during 1962. I, on behalf of CRPF family, take this opportunity to thank everyone who is present here. I also thank to the Department of Social Welfare and Administration of East Khasi Hills, as well as other departments from Government of Meghalaya who have left no stone unturned in organizing this event. And I myself feel lucky as IG Northeast Sector to be part of this historic day. In the end, on behalf of CRPF family, I once again heartily thank Honorable Chief Guest of the event, Honorable CM of Meghalaya, who blessed us today with his presence in spite of his busy schedule and took no time when we approached him to giving us time for this event. We also thank guest of honor, our Honorable Minister of Social Welfare, other dignitaries, and one and all present here. I'm sure your esteemed presence will serve as a huge moral booster to our Mahila bikers who are going to undertake this Herculean expedition. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of welcome and for setting the tone for today's program. Moving ahead with today's program, at this point in time, it is my humble honor to invite the distinguished guest of honor for today's program, the Honorable Minister in charge of Social Welfare Department, Ba Pauling Dosa, to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning, friends. Our distinguished chief guest for today's all-women bike expedition and the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma, Mr. Anurag Agarwal, IG Northeast Sector CRPF, Mr. Peter Hanneman, member of the Meghalaya Human Rights Commission, Mr. Bakshi, Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, Kong Doreen Lingwa, Director, Social Welfare, dignitaries of the armed forces who are here in this August gathering, members of the IPS, officers of the state government, district officials, and more especially bikers drawn from various parts of the country. I'm extremely happy to be here to represent the Department of Social Welfare in this flag-off ceremony of today's Jaghavini, an expedition that shall cover approximately 10,000 kilometers across the length and breadth of the country, culminating at the world-famous Statue of Liberty, of Unity at Kevadia, Gujarat. As you all are aware, the objective of the program is to spread the awareness on the value of the girl child and to celebrate Nari Shakti. I'm extremely happy that Shillong has been selected as one of the flagging points and that the women bikers will carry the national flag and the CRPF flag along with the message to the nation, Desh ki hum hain raksha. I congratulate the district administration, the Commandant 67 Battalion CRPF, and the State Social Welfare Department who have jointly organized today's program and take the responsibility to spread the message of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Save the daughter, educate the daughter. This is a national initiative jointly run by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and the Ministry of Human Resources, Government of India. It initially focused on multi-sector action in 100 districts throughout the country where there is a low child sex ratio, and Ribhoi district of Meghalaya was among the 100 districts selected. The scheme was launched on the 22nd of January 2015 by the Honorable Prime Minister at Panipat, Haryana, to address the issues of declining child sex ratio and related issues of empowerment of girls and women over a life cycle continuance. During the expansion of the scheme in 2018, East Khasi Hills was selected for implementation of the scheme. The state government has constituted and notified the district task force, the block task force, and village task force committees to publicize the scheme in the implementing districts. It is a pleasure to know that girls' enrollment in the secondary section has increased by the initiative taken by the Education Department, and that there is also an improvement in the nutritional status of adolescent girls through the supplementary nutrition program implemented by our Department of Social Welfare. The police department has also taken mobile patrolling, foot patrolling for ensuring safety of the girl child outside of their home. To save the precious life of a girl child and to give her an opportunity of higher education and empowerment requires the involvement of all stakeholders at all levels. I therefore seek the continued support of each and every one of you, and more especially the CRPF, which at this moment of time has a fairly scant representation as far as the state of Meghalaya is concerned. And I'm sure that with the IG, Mr. Agarwal, in place, leading the CRPF here in Meghalaya, we look forward to seeing more interaction and also better representation of the state of Meghalaya in this force. Once again, I wish today's launch, the flagging of this expedition, all success. May these rains that we see today continue to be showers of blessings for us and for Meghalaya and for the entire nation. Thank you, Kublai, Mithila, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of inspiration and motivation. The strength and resilience of women have been celebrated throughout history. Nari Shakti, or women empowerment, is an important movement that recognizes the immense potential and power of womanhood. Nari Shakti has been identified as the harbinger of the country's bright future and for women-led development during the Amrit Kal, the 25-year-long lead up to India at 100. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the most important part of today's program, which is the speech to be given by our dynamic and illustrious chief guest, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma Sir. It is therefore my humble privilege at this moment to humbly invite the Honorable Chief Minister to address the gathering at this point in time.
My colleague in the cabinet, the Honorable Minister for Social Welfare, Paul Lingdo, our IG for the Northeast sector of the CRPF, Shri Anurag Agarwalji, all the dignitaries who are present on the dais and off the dais, all the bikers who are going to participate in this 22 days journey of close to 3,000 kilometers, and all the other guests who have come here to be part of this very momentous occasion. I first of all would like to thank and more importantly congratulate the CRPF for having organized this particular women's bike expedition. It is very heartening to see that our women who are in the forces, in the CRPF and other forces, are second to none. And this particular event and this expedition is another example of, as we say, Nari Shakti. And therefore today, from different parts of the country, different women bikers of the CRPF will be starting off their journey and ultimately converge in the Statue of Unity. And hence, it gives me great honor and pride to be part of this particular program. And I once again would like to congratulate and thank the CRPF for this great expedition and this program that they have organized. I have always believed that true development can only happen when you are able to touch every life, when you're able to develop and take forward every individual, when you're able to bring in equality among sexes, equality among communities, equality among different people, and therefore a true developed nation, which is what our Honorable Prime Minister has been speaking about and has targeted, that by 2047, India must be a developed nation. That can only happen when every community and every citizen and every part and person of our great nation moves forward. And hence, what we are seeing today is another example of that effort and that work towards ensuring that there is equality in our system. Meghalaya and the cultural history of our state and of our people and of our tribes has already been practicing this for many, many centuries. Meghalaya is a matrilineal society. जो हमारे अलग-अलग बाइकर्स जो और हमारे ऑफिसर्स जो अलग-अलग देश के भागों से आज यहाँ पे हैं, आपको ये मालूम है और जान के खुशी होगी कि नारी शक्ति के लिए और इक्वालिटी के लिए हमारे मेघालय के ट्राइब्स और कम्युनिटीज का ये कल्चर सालों से, डेकेड्स और सेंचुरीज से हमारे यहां पे इसका प्रैक्टिस चल रहा है। क्योंकि हमारे स्टेट में, हमारे कल्चर में, हमारे यहां पे हम मैट्रिलिनियल सिस्टम हम लोग यहां पे फॉलो करते हैं। यानी कि शादी के बाद लड़का लड़की के घर जाता है, हमारे बच्चे मां का नाम लेते हैं, यानी कि सरनेम मां का होता है। जो प्रॉपर्टी होता है वो सबसे छोटी बेटी को जाता है। यह हमारे कल्चर में सिखाया गया है और इसे हम लोग आज तक हम लोग फॉलो करते हैं। क्योंकि हमारे ट्राइब में, हमारे कम्युनिटी में ये पहले से ही कि नारी शक्ति और इक्वालिटी होना चाहिए, ये हमारे संस्कार में है। और आज मुझे जान के खुशी है कि आज ये प्रोग्राम हम ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं। जिस तरीके से हमारा देश भारत आगे बढ़ रहा है, हम तभी एक डेवलप्ड नेशन और देश हो सकते हैं जब हर एक कम्युनिटी, हर एक सिटीजन इस डेवलपमेंट का भाग बने। और जब तक हमारे देश में इक्वालिटी नहीं होगा, यह मुमकिन नहीं है। आपको यह भी जानकर खुशी होगी कि मेघालय शायद पूरे देश में कुछ स्टेटों में से एक ऐसा स्टेट है जहां पे हमारे जो विलेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट काउंसिल्स होते हैं, यानी वीईसी, यानी कि नरेगा का जो काम होता है, हमारे यहां पे 6000 से ज्यादा नरेगा के काउंसिल्स, मैंने विलेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट काउंसिल्स VCs हैं। और हमारे स्टेट में हम लोगों ने ये फैसला लिया कैबिनेट में कि 50% जो यहां के जो सेक्रेटरी और चेयरमैन का पोस्ट होगा वो महिलाओं के लिए रिजर्व होगा, 50% VECs। और ये कहीं भी भारत में कहीं भी ऐसा रिजर्वेशन नहीं है। ये एक और एग्जाम्पल है जिससे हम दिखाना चाहते हैं कि जो विमेन हमारे हैं वो भी हमारे ओवरऑल इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी में भाग उन्हें लेना चाहिए, उनका भी भाग है। और ग्रास रूट लेवल से, कल्चर से लेकर आज हमारे इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी तक, आज VEC में भी 50% हमारा यहां पे रिजर्वेशन महिलाओं के लिए हम लोगों ने रखा है। इसके अलावा भी आज आपको जान के खुशी होगी कि पिछले 5 सालों में हमारी सरकार ने हमारे जो महिलाओं के लिए अलग अलग हेल्थ के जो इश्यूज थे, हमारे यहां पे स्टेट में, आपको जान के काफी सरप्राइज और ताज्जुब होंगे आप लोग कि हाईएस्ट या वन ऑफ द हाईएस्ट हमारे यहां पे मैटरनल मोर्टेलिटी रेट होया करता था एक समय में। यानी कि डिलीवरी के समय बहुत सारे माओं को अपना जान देना पड़ता था। और ये मेरे लिए 2018 में जब मैं मुख्यमंत्री बना, ये मेरे लिए सबसे एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट इशू था, क्योंकि मेरा यह मानना है कि जब एक मां एक बच्चे को इस दुनिया में ला रही है, एक जीवन यहां पे आ रहा है, उस समय एक जीवन जब आ रहा है तो एक जीवन को क्यों खोना चाहिए। और इसलिए इस सोच से हम लोगों ने काम शुरू किया कि जब डिलीवरी हो, प्रेगनेंसी हो, तो एक भी मां को अपना जान गंवाना नहीं चाहिए। और इसलिए हम लोगों ने एक मदर प्रोग्राम शुरू किया जिसमें हमने हर एक प्रेग्नेंट मदर को फॉलो करके उनका जो है रेगुलर चेकअप, हाई रिस्क मदर्स को अलग अलग ट्रीटमेंट देकर, फैसिलिटीज देकर, उनको एक सेफ मदरहुड जगह, एक सेंटर खोलकर, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन देकर, हम लोगों ने अलग अलग फैसिलिटीज देकर, आज आपको जान के खुशी होगी कि 5 साल में हम लोगों ने 50% मैटरनल मोर्टेलिटी कम किया है आज हमारे स्टेट में। और इसको हम लोग 0 तक पहुंचाएंगे, 0 तक पहुंचाएंगे। यह हमारा लक्ष्य है और पूरा करेंगे हम इसे। और इसलिए हमारे स्टेट में हम लोगों ने अलग अलग चीजें की हैं। और मेरा यह मानना है कि जब तक हम लोग इकोनॉमिकली हमारे महिलाओं को हम लोग एम्पावर नहीं कर पाएंगे, तब तक हम हमारे अलग अलग सोशल इश्यूज को रिजॉल्व नहीं कर सकते। तो एम्पावरमेंट जो है वो ऊपर से लेकर नीचे तक होना जरूरी है। और आप लोग को यह भी जानकर खुशी होगी कि 2018 में हमारे स्टेट में 30,000 महिलाएं सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप से जुड़ी थी, 30,000। और आज 5 साल के अंदर इस नंबर को मैंने, महिला सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप के नंबर को 30,000 से आज 4.5 लाख महिलाएं सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप में जुड़े हैं। यानी कि पिछले 50 साल में जितने महिलाएं सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप से जुड़ी थी, उससे कहीं 100 गुना ज्यादा हम लोगों ने 5 साल में किया है। क्योंकि यह हमारा मानना है कि इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट और इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी से जब तक हम लोग महिलाओं को नहीं जोड़ेंगे, हम इक्वालिटी नहीं ला पाएंगे। रिजर्वेशन इंपॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन रिजर्वेशन कब तक? 10 साल, 15 साल, 20 साल? आज हमारे पार्लियामेंट में हम लोगों ने विमेंस रिजर्वेशन बिल पास किया है। हिस्टोरिक रिजर्वेशन है ये, और ये होना भी चाहिए। और मैं हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी को और हमारे सरकार को, भारत सरकार को मैं कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस कहना चाहता हूं कि ये हिस्टोरिक बिल को पास किया गया। लेकिन इसके साथ साथ ये भी जरूरी है कि हम लोग ग्रास रूट लेवल पर हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज क्यों ना हो, इकोनॉमिक एम्पावरमेंट क्यों ना हो, अलग अलग स्पोर्ट्स में अलग अलग आर्टिस्ट, म्यूजिक, ऐसे चीजों में भी हमें हमारी महिलाओं को उसमें भाग देना चाहिए, बनाना चाहिए और उन्हें हमें अपॉर्चुनिटीज देना चाहिए. Therefore, I'm very happy to see that the kind of program we are having today, I'm told that the band is also going to play, and we really look forward to it. I'm told in the last 2 days they have made this song, so it's a great, another great example of the kind of talent that they have. And I'm told that our bikers will be traveling 22 days. तो आप 22 दिन आप लोग यहाँ से आप लोग गुजरात की तरफ जाएंगे, वेस्ट की तरफ जाएंगे. अगर मुझे या मेरे पास समय होता तो मैं भी आप लोग के साथ चलने, मैं भी आपके साथ बाइक में जाता. एक बार मैं शिलोंग से लेकर मैं दिल्ली गाड़ी में गया चलाकर. ये करीब करीब 10 साल पहले था और सच बोलूं तो ये बहुत ही एक मेमोरेबल ट्रिप था मेरे लिए. और मुझे लगता है कि ये सिर्फ आपके लिए एक, जैसे कि ये प्रोग्राम ही नहीं है, लेकिन ये एक ऐसा प्रोग्राम है जो आप, मेरे ख्याल से आपकी जिंदगी भर आप याद करेंगे, क्योंकि आपको एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा देश को बिल्कुल माइक्रो लेवल से देखने का. आप स्कूलों में रुकिए, आप अलग अलग जगहों में रुकिए, बच्चों से मिलिए, बिजनेसमैन से मिलिए, यूथ से मिलिए, किसानों से मिलिए, उनकी बातचीत सुनिए. आपका जो मैसेज है जो आप देना चाहते हो उन्हें दीजिए, उनका जो मैसेज है उनको लेके आकर आप फिर बाकी लोग को दीजिए. और ये एक्सपीरियंस बहुत लोगों को नहीं मिलता. तो शायद कुछ लोग सोच रहे होंगे कि 22 दिन जाना पड़ेगा. ये 22 दिन मेरे ख्याल से आपकी जिंदगी में बहुत ही मेमोरेबल 22 दिन होंगे और आप इस मेमोरी को, मेरा आप कहना ये होगा कि आप इंजॉय कीजिए. इसमें आप जितना नोट्स बना सके नोट्स बनाइए. जो जो आपको लगे कि अलग अलग चीजें आपने सीखी उसको भी आप लिख के रखिए, फोटोग्राफ लीजिए. मेरे ख्याल से जो 22 दिन अगर जो कहानी आप लोग लिखेंगे और जो एक्सपीरियंस आप लोग का होगा, मुझे लगता है कि ये बहुत स्पेशल होगा. और जैसे मैंने कहा कि अगर मेरे पास समय होता तो फिर मैं भी आप लोग के साथ चलता, लेकिन इस समय मैं एक बार फिर आप सबको बेस्ट ऑफ लक देना चाहता हूं. एंड आई वंस अगेन वुड लाइक टू कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट Mr. Anurag ji and all the other officials of the CRPF, especially our DG, who has been the main proponent of this particular idea and taking this forward, and all the officials who have made this possible, and all the other people who will be helping all along the way in order to make this 23 days journey a memorable journey. I wish all of you once again the very best, and once again I thank and congratulate the CRPF for this wonderful program. May God bless each and every one of you, and may God bless CRPF, and may God bless our country and our state, Meghalaya. Kublai Shibun, Mutela, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of inspiration and wisdom. May they guide us all as we strive to reach greater heights as we embark on the journey on strengthening and promoting women empowerment in the state of Meghalaya and the nation as a whole. It is often said that music is the universal language of all mankind. Music is a world within itself, a form of communication we can all understand. We are honored to have with us here today Stony Haven, the CRPF's all-women jazz band, a band which will enthrall us with its beautiful performance. The band has recently participated in the Zero International Music Festival in Arunachal Pradesh and has captivated its audience with their spectacular performance. The band is the brainchild of Director General CRPF, Shri Sujoy Lal Thausen IPS Sir, and was raised on the 1st of March 2023 and has only climbed higher in fame from one event to another. At this moment, the band will be performing 2 songs, that is, the CRPF song, Desh Ke Hum Hai Rakshak, and Mera Mulk Mera Desh. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause as we invite Stony Haven to perform for us all at this moment. Thank you, Stony Haven, for such a wonderful and beautiful performance. This performance of Stony Haven is not just a display of musical talent, but it is also a celebration of women's strength and resilience. I once again request everyone to please give them a big round of applause. At this juncture, a karate demonstration by 3 female students has been prepared by the District Administration East Kharsil's district. The technique which they will perform is called kata, which in Japanese means to form or combine together as one. Kata is a form of self-defense in karate. This particular performance is called MP. May I now invite the karate team to kindly present their performance to the gathering. Thank you, the karate team, for such a beautiful and memorable performance. Indeed, it has lifted the spirits of today's program. At this point in time, I now invite the respected Inspector General, CRPF Northeast Sector, and his team to kindly present the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and the Honorable Minister in charge of Social Welfare Department with mementos on behalf of the Director General, CRPF, as a token of gratitude and remembrance for their presence and support today. Please give a huge round of applause. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now almost reached the end of today's special event. We will now have the vote of thanks, which will be followed by a photo session of the Honorable Chief Guest and the Honorable Guest of Honor, along with other dignitaries on the dais with the all-women bike expedition team and the all-women jazz band, which will then be followed by an invitation to the Honorable Chief Guest to pen down his valuable thoughts in the CRPF testimonial book. Ultimately, we will then finally have the flagging off of the bike expedition by our Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya. May I now invite Madam B.L. Pakanteng, MCS, Additional Deputy Commissioner, East Khasi Hills District, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Keith. Good morning to one and all. As we come to the close of this very unique program with a very strong and positive message of women empowerment, I rise to propose the vote of thanks to express my deep appreciation to our Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Sir Conrad K. Sangma, for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence as chief guest. Thank you, sir. I also thank our Honorable Minister of Social Welfare, Sir Paul Lingdor, for being with us as guest of honor for this program. My thanks to Sir Beti Bachao, Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, and the entire team of Social Welfare from the department to the head office and all the way to the district. I also thank Sir Anurag Agarwal, who is the Inspector General of CRPF Northeast, and the entire CRPF of Meghalaya for this very unique and one-of-a-kind collaboration. All the very seniors, esteemed officers, dignitaries, and guests on the dais for being with us and sparing their time to support us with their presence. Madam R.M. Kurba, who is a Deputy Commissioner of East Khasi Hills, and all the officers and staff of DC Office Shillong. Sir S. Nongtener, SP of East Khasi Hills, and all the officers and staff of Office of SP for all the coordination extended to us to carry out this program. Various office of DIPR, PHE, PWD Building, MSRLS of CNRD, Education, Sports, and especially Bar Bobby, who is the Security Officer of Sports. The SRGT for allowing us to use this venue, all the participants who are here with us right now, the 60 CRPF women bikers, the CRPF jazz band, and of course the cultural item performers. In case I may have missed out on anyone, I express my deep regret and apologies, and I thank you for all your support for being with us here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for delivering the vote of thanks. May I now humbly invite the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and the Honorable Minister in charge of Social Welfare Department for the photo session with the CRPF All-Women Bike Expedition team and also with the All-Women Jazz Band. I also humbly invite all other dignitaries to join the Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Minister in charge of Social Welfare for the photo session. Ladies and gentlemen, to add to the descriptive background of the Jaghavini, or the all-women expedition team, it may be worthwhile to mention that the full team comprises of over 150 women CRPF officers riding 75 Royal Enfield motorbikes across 10,000 kilometers, passing through 15 states and 2 union territories, with the final destination being Ekta Nagar in Gujarat on Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's birth anniversary. There are 3 teams in place which have initiated their expedition. One team from Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir, the second team from Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu, And the third team, which is the expedition team, which is going to be flagged off today from our very own picturesque city of Shillong. The expedition highlights the courage and determination of the Viranganas of the CRPF who protect the nation's integrity and sovereignty. During the journey, all three teams from Srinagar, Shillong, and Kanyakumari will interact with the target groups of the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, like school children and college girls, women self-help groups, cadets of the NCC, the NYKS members, Anganwadi workers, etc. After the photo exhibition with the all-women bike expedition team, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma Sir, will hand over a memento to the team. A few facts about the Central Reserve Police Force. The Central Reserve Police Force, or the CRPF, is the premium central police force of the Union of India for internal security. Originally constituted as the Crown Representatives Police in 1939, the force was raised to tackle the political unrest at that point of time. Post-independence, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the then Home Minister, visualized a multi-dimensional and dynamic role for this great force to keep up with the changing needs of the newly independent nation and rechristened it as the Central Reserve Police Force. Ever since its inception, the force has lived up to the expectations of the nation as a whole. At this moment, the Honorable Chief Guest and the Honorable Guest of Honor, along with the other dignitaries, are going to have a photo session with the all-women jazz band of the CRPF team, that is Stony Haven. As part of the tradition of the CRPF, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya is now penning down his thoughts and reducing into words in the CRPF's testimonial book, which will forever remain in the priceless records and memories of the Central Reserve Police Force. Thank you, sir. The Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and the Honorable Minister in charge of Social Welfare are now proceeding towards the entrance, where they will flag off the Women CRPF Bike Expedition Team. As they start off from this venue, where they will make the journey all the way to the state of Gujarat, where they will join the other two Women CRPF Bike Expedition teams, and which will ultimately culminate before the Statue of Unity at Ekta Nagar, Gujarat.